Hey, Katie. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I was saying hello to my kitty because kitties are important. Kitties make the world go round, unless you're a rodent or a small bird. Anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. Thanks for checking me out. Most of the views that I get are on YouTube videos later, so anybody who's looking at this from the future, hello. I hope the future is nice. Today, we are in, I want to say the final leg of the book, but I don't even really think that's the case either. You know, to give you guys some context, I guess I could talk about where I am with the book as a whole. This really is maybe something I should share with my patrons on Patreon as well. But for now, let me turn down the music. So I've been really kind of wrangling the deadline of this book for quite some time. I've been really hoping that the book would have been done, months ago. I've missed several deadlines. And that means that there is a fundamental core issue of my workflow that needs to develop. Now, having said that, I'm always kind of trying to rush to the conclusion or the results of things. And that's probably something that all of us can learn about, which is that you really can't skip steps. This graphic novel will end up on, in stores around the United States. It's already, the previous version has already made its way mostly in the Chicago area. And it does pretty well because, I put a lot of work into it, and it's an original piece of work. And anybody who really understands drawing knows that I'm doing all this stuff by hand. And I decided, in a sense of an investment, doing things primarily by hand ended up being a really valuable way to make content, because in this new world where AI can generate something in 30 seconds, it doesn't mean that art is less valuable or in less of a need. It just means that the approach to art is going to be kind of separating itself. So since there's a lot of creative people who all, I don't know if you want to call them creative or not. I actually honestly haven't even taken a position on people who are AI prompting people. It kind of reminds me, or I would assume, I'm not old enough to remember when Photoshop came out. Like, I was around, but I wasn't in my career. And I think that Photoshop probably terrified a number of people because they felt, if they were drawing pencil to paper or whatever it was, that this was a huge threat. And not even just that, you could take images from the internet, and you could just take them and copy them and kit bash them or cut them up and turn them into something else. And that probably was a big threat for people who were used to making things by hand. And I can definitely see where that comes from. And it definitely makes the market more competitive. I'm not making an argument for or against any of these technologies. It doesn't really matter, honestly. But it is important to, one, make sure that when development and technology exists, that you don't get left behind in the ability to do things quicker, to make things look better. Because at the end of the day, this is really about the individuals who actually pay for this stuff and what they're getting out of it. And so I'm telling stories in original stories in fantasy and science fiction form. And when we really break down what I'm doing is I'm giving people will give us their money so that they can escape their life for a little bit, and they can go into a different world. And we have to take the time to develop that world. That hasn't gone away at all. And so we are in that right position. So I would say that when reevaluating what Conformity Farm is and what Conformity Farm's focusing its efforts on, which is just me, really. Well, it's not just me. There are other people involved in Conformity Farm, but I'm the front of Conformity Farm. When looking at these types of things, you kind of see it and you say, well, here we are creating for people. And, comic book shops made it through the pandemic. If comic book shops didn't really have what it took to make it, then it would be gone, right? There's a lot of bars and restaurants and different businesses that just didn't make it through the pandemic. Comic book shops did pretty well. Well, I shouldn't say that. They definitely made it, though. The community was there and they supported them. So you look at that and you say, okay, well, here's an avenue that exists in 2024 and in the foreseeable future, 2025, 2026. Can I just say 26 now? Do I have to say 20 at the beginning of everything? Yeah, no. No, I don't think I have to. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to say 26. 24, 25, 26. A little streamlined consciousness for you guys. But to get back to what I first started saying, which was that you can't skip steps. I was very excited about putting graphic novels out, which obviously this is a great opportunity to make a shameless plug. The graphic novel Mud is Good is available at conformityfarm.com. Get your copy before we run out. This is the first edition of the book. I'm going to be doing a second edition of the book. So this particular run of the book will go away over time. So I would get my hands on that because I plan on living for a while, and plan on being healthy for a while. And so hopefully I can live decades. And within decades, 20 years go by. And if people really want to see what I did 20 years ago, this version of the book will be gone. So I'm kind of promoting to not only the people who are interested in consuming, those who are also interested in collecting. So what I mean by can't skip steps is I want to just kind of proclaim what happened in a sense of how I was approaching creating these graphic novels, this graphic novel in particular. And so what I think is the most valuable thing to do is to take inspiration and create something out of it. But unfortunately, inspiration is kind of like, a full moon. Doesn't happen very often. It's kind of charming when it does. I'm not sure how much of an effect it actually has. I mean, the moon, depending on who you talk to, right? Some of these girls I talk to, a full moon, or what's that thing called? Like retrograde? I really don't know. But what I would do is I would and this is like pre-production. So I'm coming from like filmmaking, approach to storytelling through filmmaking, which you would do storyboards you do concept art, and then you'd write a script, and then you would storyboard. But I'm not much of a script writer type. And I think it's okay to stay in that world, but writing is really important. And writing is really important to give clarity to stories for your audience. I wanted to be one of these graphic novelists who just drew entire graphic novels without words in them, and then I could sell them all around the world, was kind of the theory, or I could share them all around the world. And that just didn't seem that seemed way harder than it really was. That conversation can actually make things push forward. Can you imagine if I was trying to explain this stuff to you now without using words? I'm like, Well, I guess even the noises is still the same thing. I'm like, it just can't be done. So what I would do is I would draw a lot, and I would kind of draw on those drawings. And it's a really cool approach creatively because you get access to a lot of different stuff in a sense that, okay, this inspires me, or I like this as a reference. And so I would start to build that up. Like, I want to make a story, about these kinds of things. I have to get a glass of water at some point. It's funny. I thought I had everything I needed before the stream, but a glass of water never really came up in my mind. What time is it? Oh, it's already 9:30. Wow. Well, I putzed around for a couple of hours. So some of my friends, one of my buddies who's a YouTuber had said really early on, he goes, hey man, you really should just write the script and, then, do it that way. And I didn't really want to write a script. That was about 4 years ago, and maybe a little bit less. Here I am, and writing the script is really the way to go for these things. Not because I come up with the best version of the story, but rather that I'm able to. I think, and I'm just kind of coming up with this as I'm talking out loud. I think that I can develop plot through storyboards, but at the end of it all, I have to at some point write a script in order for things to tie together so that the audience can follow it. One of the biggest, most consistent kind of, what would you say, like feedback I got on this story, the first story, was that people just were kind of lost a little bit. And that's okay. I mean, it was still an experience and it was fun and stuff like that. But they had trouble kind of putting it together, and they're not really sure what they were looking at. And so the thing is that if I draw it, I don't know. Maybe I do it because I don't want to get notes. I think I actually hate getting notes. It's something that I have to learn to get over. The one thing that really helps is when I'm, it's my project. Therefore, it's really up to me to make the notes. And so I'm going to do what I like. And I recommend that if you can get to that point in life. But oftentimes we're not in that situation, and we need to work for other people, and they're the ones who are going to give us notes. And it's really tough when you feel like you really have it together and they decide that they're going to change things, but they're paying for it. So that's how it's done. Having said that, I think the step that I was skipping was really getting the details down before I draw, like really getting into the book. And so I would take these concept drawings and I would kind of push them forward. But then as I was really getting into the details of the story, some of these drawings that I spent a lot of time on actually don't fit within the world that now is being edited. So the editing through dialogue and through the script is really important, because you get right down, all the way down to the last word. And then also you can kind of hand it out to people, and oftentimes, especially when you have a project this big, people are able to see things that you can't see. So that's really where I'm at. And I like how quickly this is moving. I'm getting way more panels done this way. So this really is the way to go. And so I'm in the process of really being the most prolific I've ever been. Funny enough that I'm just sitting here not drawing and I'm calling myself prolific. But it's a really exciting time, and so I'm happy to be here. And I'd been teasing for a while that I would be doing much longer streams. I think as long as I'm eating meals, I'm getting my workouts in, because otherwise, the last time I did the book, I gained a lot of weight, actually. Nothing too crazy, but not for my own liking. And now here I am again with this next one, and hopefully we can get more and more out. And looking at this workflow and realizing that that this is really the way to do it. So I'm kind of repeating myself, which is a good sign that it's time to start drawing. So to give you an idea of what's happening here for anybody. Oh, and here's the other thing too, is like, is it possible that I could end up streaming 10,000 hours? And here's another thing too. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm really talking to myself, honestly. But don't be so hard on yourself that you're learning things. I think that, especially at my age, as a professional, I think people expect more, but you can't really get bogged down on other people's expectations. You want to be careful to not oversell yourself, so that, overpromise and underdeliver, which maybe should be the name of my biography. So here we are, and we're getting through the nitty-gritty of the book, and I'm having a good time. I'm more upbeat because I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And not only that, I dealt with the distribution of the first book, and this is a very obtainable goal. And it's a very exciting thing, because even though I'm going to have to spend, a lot of my time doing this, I have no doubt that at the end of it, it'll end up with something else, another graphic novel that will be another feather in my cap. And so here we are. The working title, Science is Bad. And we are at a pretty interesting pivotal moment in the story, which is that a mud, hello, is that, how are you? Well, I'm pretty good, Dust Cat Eye. Do I know you? So here we are developing this story, and the Cat Federation is, I'm giving up a pretty big plot point. Okay, none of the Conformity Farm fans, I think, are aware of this. Oh, well, it's good to meet you, Dust Cat Eye. You came to the right place, because there are going to be a lot of cats in these drawings. That the doctor is coming to Colonel Spitz, and he's informing him that there is an outbreak within the Cat Federation. And so I have a script here to my left. I wish I had more cameras. I would probably have a camera here you could see on this side, and then a camera, maybe my kitten. We got a cat over here. And I'm good, just a little sleepy. Oh, yeah? Well, this is going to be a chill feed, so maybe you could take a nap while watching. Just keep the tab open, because the algorithm needs to know that people are willing to watch me. Let me tell you something. There's nothing sadder than sitting here with a couple of goose eggs for viewer counts. A lot of people start to think that you're crazy. They're like, why would you talk to nobody? But that's the thing. These are, I have work soon. Oh, you have work soon. Oh. So you can't go back to sleep. So this is like your early before work regimen, I suppose. You just woke up. Yeah, I hear that. I need like an hour and a half to like putz around before I start doing things. So I woke up a couple hours ago. Was attacked by my kitten. Kitten attacked me. Anyway, back to it. So Colonel Spitz is an officer within the Cat Federation, and Colonel Spitz has ambitions of taking over the Direct Democratic Council. And so folks do realize that Colonel Spitz is a high-ranking individual and has a lot of ambition. He's kind of gets to be known as a character who gets things done, right? Very connected. And he would like to become essentially the czar of the Cat Federation. Now, this is the beginning of the Mud Plague taking over, and this is where he gets informed of it. Actually, I think these two panels should be flipped, so let's do that. Let's flip these around. So I'll go ahead and copy this. Move this up. Maybe you should have some sort of establishing shot, but we'll come back to it. This is a pretty fun part of it. You know what's interesting? I felt like, oh, crap, speaking of art, I need to finish some stuff later. Oh, well, there you go. Now you remember. Now you remember. All right, let's hear it. Could probably maybe come in here, and it would be a more interesting shot if you could see the doctor at the end of the table, too. So maybe we'll do something like this. Uh-oh, kitty. Your automatic feeder just gave some. You going to go check it out? It's the same food you've always eaten, kitty. I'm not sure if the body language is correct here. This is kind of comfortable. So maybe... yeah, maybe you could put like a stethoscope right here. Kind of helps. What's going on here? Okay. So we got this and this. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. So let's do this. Business ethics. Okay. So then we got this one. Okay, let's hear it. There's been an outbreak of hysteria from within the ship. Let's see how many words there are. So one of the rules, at least the Alan Moore rule, is that you should not have more than 35 words in a panel. I like that. I like that rule a lot, actually. Actually, I like that word a lot. I like that a lot. There's been an outbreak of hysteria. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so this will fit 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Okay, 37 is to making coffee, then putting my boots on. Boots on the ground, nonetheless. All right, there has been an outbreak. We have an outbreak. So we could say there's an outbreak. So we could just start with there's a bizarre foreign agent that is causing hysteria in our crew members. It appears with an entire team of sanitation crew. Maybe we could break that down into two. So I'm not really sure. But I think that since it's serious, we could probably get in here and do a close-up of this doctor who's kind of got these round eyes, so kind of these rounder situations here. So maybe we'll kind of come in here like this, and we'll go like this, and we got to keep them worried. Make sure that that's really important. So obviously these aren't the final drawings, but we're just kind of working in what this is going to look like, and then positioning the dialogue and getting a general idea what this panel is going to look like. And then we'll move forward, and we'll come back later when we've got every panel that we need. So that's kind of that's the phase that I'm in right now. Try to get every single panel that you need, and then we're going to take that to our editing people. And if they feel like it all makes sense, then I'll move forward and codify these drawings. Okay. So what do we got going on here? So he's kind of got like this little button nose, like this. Maybe we'll go like this. And maybe we'll put his paws next to his mouth like this for dramatic effect. Maybe we'll put it over here because he kind of started on the left, and this is the last in this page, so we'll do it that way. And I think that maybe we could do a pretty heavy dialogue here. So maybe we'll do something like this. It's going to take up a lot of the page, which is okay. It means I have to draw less things around here in the background. But when we get in here, we'll do more detail on this character. I feel like these dialogue bubbles shouldn't run into the characters themselves. I think they always stay short of it, like this. So it's not too bad. All right. So let's get in here and let's work this in. We'll say, I don't know if we're gonna do all caps or what. There's a bizarre foreign agent that we'll say that's causing, can you see this? Or is this too small? Dusky eyes, dusty kitty, causing hysteria. It's causing hysteria for, I got bad eyes, but I can see. Well, I appreciate that. Cat eyes should be good though. Causing hysteria for our crew members. Maybe we do this. And then we break it up. I like doing this, the double bubbles. It's really cool. It's like putting a comma or something in between, has the audience just kind of take a break from reading. And then maybe let's see if we can get one right here. And we would say, Dusk is the name of my OC, and Cat Eye is for the fact that I own a cat. What's OC? Original. What's OC? The name of my OC. Crew members. The entire sanitation crew is infected. So there's probably another way to parse this out. Okay, so then we got what we need here. There's like a close-up. You kind of get the idea. Okay, cool. So we're going to call this Dr. Well, let's put these together. Merger. We'll call this Dr. 1. Dr. 1. All right, so let's do another one. And so we're through that. Jing, jing, jing. It appears the entire time. Okay, where does this come from? Ooh, what if we go back here and we redo this panel? Well, maybe we could say one of the crew members says that. Anyway, have a good day. If you're still on when I get a break, I'll definitely pop in and say hi. Well, thank you. And hopefully you can give me a follow. Dusk Cat Eyes from the OC. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're not from the OC. Or maybe you are. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know nothing. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of work. So just keep popping in and saying hi. I'll be around. Okay, so maybe what we'll do is we'll have one of the teams say that line, which is basically, where does it come from? Where did it come from? Ooh, let's bring back the music. Hopefully I got a new follower. Dusk Cat Eyes. Dusk, I have a cat as well. Where does it come from? All right, so let's clean it up. Let's not be too sloppy, or as my dad would say, let's not half-ass it. did it come from? There we go. Let's try it again. I have a feeling that the big boys, they probably save these little bubbles, so. Okay, so then we got this one. We would call this Dr. 2. Dr. 2. Yeah, see, I gotta zoom in more. And if I make the image too big, though, the computer could crash. So you gotta be careful. It appears an entire team. It appears that an entire team of this sanitation crew is infected. Well, it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way onto the ship. How do we explain that? Interesting. So I don't want to get stuck in this thing where I'm just doing these panels quite like this. It appears that some sort of rodent has made its way onto the ship. The rodent alone is quite... This is kind of interesting. How do you keep just dialogue interesting? Maybe we change the perspective a little bit. Maybe the perspective. Let's see what we can do here. So let's do this, and then maybe we do a profile of the cat. Yeah, because it kind of changes it up, keeps it interesting. Hey! Oh, that's too bad. There was a cat fan on here, but they left. This is Charlie. Charlie likes to attack me a lot. Yeah. What do you want to do? You want to climb up here, Charlie? Charlie's always exploring. So maybe, yeah, we'll do a profile, and then we'll push the ears back for the cat. So this is interesting. We could probably do a more interesting spot of the doctor talking here. And we could just put a word bubble in here. This is kind of fun. Yeah, see, this is still too small. Get out of here, Kiki. Actually, let's try something here. This might cause the stream to crash. I feel like the streams crash after about 3 hours anyway. But yeah. Yeah, that should help a little bit. What is it, Kiki? God bless it. You're going to start a fire, cat. All right, get out of here. And it's funny because, like, whatever I try to stop the cat from doing, it's all they want to do. No, go hang out in the closet or something. It's just a kitten, you know? Okay. Just a kitten. Just a kitten. That is a little bit better. Let's go a little bit bigger, actually. Even no, I think that actually works a bit. There we go. Kitty, come on. Yeah, whatever. All right, back to it. We got to keep cruising through this. Well, the thing is, I'll draw until we get through these parts. So maybe this cat, something like this, and then you could have the cat. I don't know if I could even be a parent. This just seems hard. The nice thing is the cat takes care of himself, you know, for the most part. Just got to keep his bowl full, or her bowl full. I'm not sure. She's so little. Okay, and then the next one is, so let's count these. Well, it appears 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 28. So this will make it. So let's go for it. Let's do this on a different layer, though. Well, so maybe we could start with well. it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way we'll just say on board. So you're kind of auditioning this stuff a little bit. So like, yeah, the hands can kind of like be like, hey, I think we did this rodent. The ship. No, kitty, no. No. I gotta do this. It's like some sort of like competition. Is it possible? Can you finish a graphic novel with a kitten trying to stop you? Like, how can a kitten stop me? I appreciate you not pulling the claws out for that last jump, Charlie. I appreciate that. I can tell you're trying. Well, it appears some sort of on board. Although quite stupid. So maybe we could do it this way. Well, it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way on board. And maybe we can cut back to this wide shot again. I kind of like, let's shrink this down a little bit. I don't know what we're going to do with this, actually. Oop, wrong spot. Maybe we could do some rewriting actually here. Maybe we say, maybe what we'll do is we'll do this position here. So let's put this here. Ooh, this is kind of fun. And I would say, where did it come from? Well, it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way on board. Oh, I feel like this is out of order again. Yeah. Where did it come from? I don't know. Interesting. So let's put these down here. All right, we're working out. Actually, this would be more like page layout, right? What's wrong, kitty? Oh, what happened? Hey, kitten. I think it's just because I'm talking. The cat isn't used to me talking by myself, so the cat's always thinking I'm talking to her. Hey, cutie. It's all right. You can hang out up there. Wait, can you see her? She jumps on the table. That's a kitty for you. Okay, well, it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way on board. Okay, and then so what we'll do is we'll copy this. And we'll put it in the top right corner. Actually, maybe we move this up, but then we change the orientation of the character. So why don't we do this? Where did it come from? Ooh, maybe we can get more than dialogue, more than that kind of dialogue here. So let's move this over. Oop. Let's merge this down. All right, now we're doing some really good hard work, huh? That's what's important. Y'all want to see me do some hard work? Y'all want to see me smash some fruit? Y'all want to see me smash a watermelon? Well, it appears that it's, yeah, so we could probably put it right here and maybe change this portion. All right, we're working through it. We're working through it. This is actually kind of exciting because I'm always missing this parts of the story. I don't know if this is something I should do off stream, but I'm not going to. We're just going to do this whole process of making this book on screen. Well, I guess you don't need the pause up here, so we can actually erase this. Well, I think maybe when the person was like, my eyes aren't very good, it was a nice way of saying, yeah, I'm having trouble seeing this. Okay, well, it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way on board. Where did it come from? I don't know. Maybe we do one right here that says, I don't know. I don't know. So you'd say, well, then you would just kind of do this thing. Well, it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way on board. Where did it come from? I don't know. Huh. Kind of thinking about how to approach this next set of words. Well, it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way on board. Where did it come from? I don't know. How is the infection transmitted? So then maybe that's how you say, how is the, so we say a health emergency, there's a bizarre foreign agent that's causing hysteria. How does it cause hysteria? Wait, how does it? This is interesting. Maybe he says, how dangerous are... No, because he already said hysteria. So maybe we'll cut this and we would say, I don't know. Maybe we get back in there and he says, well, maybe he says, I don't know. Maybe we do it again? I don't know. Also, the orientation here is kind of weird. We might have to flip it back. Yada, yada, yada. What up, kitty? You chewing on my book? Thanks. Maybe we push this line down. Maybe we do something where the Colonel Spitz is here. Gosh, I don't know. I guess there's no perfect way to do it. We could just do the same panel again. Actually, I feel like you should be going the other way. So we're going to try that again. Okay, we got this. And we just got to expand this panel. Or we'll do the panel again, rather. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do this one. And maybe we'll do the same thing here. Then we would say on board. Okay. On board. Maybe we'll say isn't a threat, picking a smaller word, threat, unless a cat needs the creature. Where did it come from? This might actually be, I don't know. Oh, this is interesting. So I'm having trouble here writing now. So let's say the first one. The first one is, Colonel Spitz, we have a health emergency. Okay, let's hear it. There's a bizarre foreign agent that is causing hysteria for other crew members. The entire sanitation crew is infected. So maybe we can move this line up. And so this one would go over here like this and say, okay, let's hear it. I like really clean lettering, I will say. Not what you're seeing right now. There's a bizarre foreign agent causing hysteria for our entire crew. Okay, so maybe we go a little bit higher with this one. Make sure that this, we got to get these positions right. The entire sanitation crew is infected. So we would say the entire sanitation crew is infected. And then the next line is, oh, and so then the next line could be, the entire sanitation crew is infected. we would say much of wing R4 of the medical staff are infected. Okay. So, Colonel Spitz, we have a health emergency. Okay, let's hear it. There's a bizarre foreign agent that's causing hysteria for our crew members. The entire sanitation crew is infected. Much of Wing R4 of the medical staff are infected. Okay, so that's one. And then two. And then they say, where did it come from? So this actually would go up top here for two. So this might actually be, I might have to look at kind of putting this information in a different way. Where did it come from? I don't know. Maybe we say well. Instead of well, we say but. But it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way onto the ship. Ship, and then the next one is what? The rodent is okay, so we could do this, and then what we could do is put a line right here. We could say something like maybe we could do something like this, where the doctor just kind of stands alone like this. We could do some kind of interesting shot. It's like otherwise. Put him in a lab coat, yada yada. And then we would say otherwise. Otherwise, the creature is quite stupid. So far, we call them. I'm calling them stupid puffs. Puffs. Something like this, huh? I'm calling them stupid puffs. Okay. So this would be, do we put all this together? I think we do. So this would be the second panel. Ooh, someone's upgrading, updating, and upgrading. So let's do this. I'm calling them stupid puffs. Stupid puffs, huh? Well, let's just not need the stupid puffs. Maybe we come back to this panel again. Whoops. For the third one. simple. So it's simple solution. Just don't need the stupid puffs. Okay, so don't need the stupid puffs. I'm gonna say it's not that simple. Then maybe we do a close-up on, maybe we could do like something like this. It's not that simple. So maybe we say something deep in the primitive mind of a cat is drawn to it. So we'd say like, sounds like a discipline issue. Sounds like a discipline issue. Sounds like a discipline issue to me. I like this profile shot. What do you want to do? Issue, punish. with a stupid puff. So we say Dr. 3 with a stupid puff. Ooh, how do we do this? Interesting. Interesting. It looks like a real comic book now. That's a very exciting. Yes, very nice, very exciting. Some of my medical staff are infected, causing. So then we'll do past this. Sounds like a discipline issue to me. Stupid puff. I don't think it's that easy. Sure it is. We'll say, Doctor, do your best to find a treatment. Do your best to find a treatment. So we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What else? In the meantime, we will handle the awareness campaign. Thank you, Doctor. For now, don't tell anyone else. Any ideas? So we say Dr. 4? Any ideas? Let's see what we got here. Any ideas? And then we could maybe have a guy come in here and say, have him looking this way. You can maybe say, maybe he says, what, and use. What? Using fed. It's an interesting one. How many pages do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. And working on the 5th page. And he's got the same idea every time. Wouldn't it be prudent to make this a large decision? And he's like, no, no. Oh, cool. What day is this? All right. So, let me go get a glass of water. I'll be right back. If anybody's watching. You know what might be better is to break down the lines in some sort of system here. We'll see what happens. Moving forward, there's probably a really good way to approach this in a sense that I could break down the lines. So before drawing, what I can do is I could take the script and I could break it down into like how many of these lines going back and forth need to happen on this page. Like clarity is really the more exciting part of storytelling, in my opinion, like the clarity for people. Ooh, I got another Twitch follower. Looks like Dusk Cat Eyes actually is a cat of their word. Very nice. Let's see where we're at here. How long have I been streaming for? An hour and 15 minutes. Okay. So let's go for that then. Okay. All right, let's go for that. It's kind of tough. Might be boring to watch, but it's work that needs to be done nonetheless. All right, so here we are. Spread awareness and offer treatment is one clip. And then the next one would be what? Using Federation capital? What? Using Federation money? What? So then we would say, let's sketch this in. Actually, let's drop the opacity of this down a lot, and maybe we'll go. So we have spread awareness, and that's one panel. Spread awareness, and then the next one is what? Finally, what? Spending Federation capital? These are backsliders. Advisor, sir. Maybe you'd say, sir. Sir. And then the next one would be, I will issue punishments for anyone caught. What did the doctor call them? So then we'd have that one. Issue punishments. Issue For anyone, what did they call them? And then we'd say stupid puffs. Advisor. Yes. Anyone caught? So then we say yes. Yes. Anyone caught? Then you would say, for how long? And you would say, indefinitely. So is there a 9-page one or whatever? Indefinitely. And then we'd say, so this is going to be a 9-panel one. Okay. Would you like to formulate indefinitely? Those are consequences. So we'd say that. So it's 9 pages on this one. Okay. So this would go all the way to this response here. There's a 9, right? Yeah, 9 panels. Or I kind of don't like doing that. Maybe we'll do that in 2 pages. Maybe we'll do yeah, maybe we'll do 6. And so 6 will be, there's a couple different ways to do 6. We could do, let's do it this way. Whoops. Sorry, I'm learning live, online. I am learning. God, this has to be so boring to watch. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so let's do a 6er. So there's an interesting 6 set of panels. So it'd be spread awareness using what? Sir? So maybe we just say, maybe we just do 5. We got a cool 5 set. Yeah, maybe, okay, so I got an idea. Why don't we do it this way? I'm going to go ahead and create this layout. Whoops. Whoops. Wrong one. So we'll do this. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Photoshop. Wait, isn't this the one? Yeah. What's the problem? What the problem is? Let's try it again. Whoops. Man, I am all over the place. So 3 up here, and then we'll do 2 down here, like this. So I guess what we could do is put the dialog boxes in here. Okay, okay. What are you doing, Kitty? Chewing on some plastic? Got to get that plastic in your tummy. Otherwise, you know, what are you really doing, right? Thank Christmas. Needed a win. Needed a fudging win. That's all right. All right, stick with it. Stick with it, y'all. Stick with it. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's stay focused here. So we got this one. Awareness. So we're saying spread awareness. All right, let's get rid of this Jack Kirby stuff. Jack Kirby, who's that? Stan Lee's the one who came up with everything. Everything. So it'd say spread awareness. The last one is any ideas. Offer treatment. Spread awareness by offering treatment. I think the kitty's just excited whenever I'm around. I think the kitty cares about me. Spread awareness and offer treatments. Yeah, spread awareness and offer treatments. Okay, there we go, yeah. So we could put that bad boy in here. And then he can say, what? Using Federation money? Are you kidding me? Are you kittening me? So we actually would say, huh? So let's go ahead and give it a shot trying to fill this in here. So you'd say, what? Using Federation resources. Aiding backsliders, aiding back sliders. There we go. That kitten will not stop playing. I just wanted a kitty who just sits there. Sir? Okay, so then we just got one word, sir. And he says, issue punishments for anybody caught with a... I thought that was the last line. Wasn't that the last thing we did? Ooh, I kind of like the orderliness of these drawings. Sir? So he would say, issue, where's this at? Okay. Issue, is that right? Yeah. Issue punishment for any cat caught with a stupid puff. Yeah. And then he would say, yeah. Yeah. Send them to labor on Gruel Fort planet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so we got some more space. For how long? Ooh. Ooh, maybe this is all just one panel then. For how long? Indefinitely. It's kind of interesting how we do this. Then you go like this. Ooh, this is kind of complicated. I can't push it off, though. I gotta make decisions. Meow. Gotta make decisions. Meow. Kitty, you're nuts. Don't be... Yeah, you're ornery. I'm trying to keep you away from me. If you start attacking me, we're gonna be in trouble, buddy. You're gonna be in trouble. Stupid puff? Yeah. For how long? I guess we could do something like this. We could do this shot again. For how long? For how long? Indefinitely. Indefinitely. How do you spell indefinite? Indefinitely. Oh, that's a cool thing. Let's make sure we don't go over our word count. I kind of like this page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. For how long? Indefinitely. Okay, so that's one whole page. Let's make sure that this doesn't get too messy. Work, 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 work. And then we'll make this come up. Wait, this one, 100, 100. Okay, so then we would call this page 5. Doctor 5. Okay, cool. I kind of like how this layout came out. Okay, and then where's my... Yeah, I just consistently just keep pushing things around. Finally, it was in some sort of run. Where are we at here? At about 11 a.m.? Okay, let's just keep going. Doctor 5. So I could probably break this up somehow, but there's enough space to do it indefinitely. I wonder if we can squish this up a little bit. No, that's not 35 words on this. This one could be kind of interesting. Nothing's going to get in the way of my... We'll do it like this. Okay. So let's do another one. And then the next... Okay, so I got to do a little bit of writing here. How many pages do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So maybe we have an advisor who offers something alternative. I don't know. Doing some writing live, y'all. Doing writing live. Indefinitely. Okay. So we got to do some... Okay, so just to kind of keep you guys in the loop... We keep having these scenes inside of his office at the table. So they're kind of... This is kind of the war room for them. Ooh, look at this. I was doing it in cursive. You can already tell that I'm improving. Yes, but... Yeah, so then we have this. Oh, this is the new one. Yep. So let's see what we got here. Colonel Spitz, we have a health emergency. Okay, let's hear it. There's a bizarre foreign agent that's causing hysteria for our crew members. The entire sanitation crew is infected. Much of Wing R4 of the medical staff are infected. Where did it come from? I don't know, but it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way on board. Otherwise, the creature's quite stupid. The rodent isn't a threat unless a cat needs the creature. Otherwise, the creature is quite stupid. I'm calling them stupid puffs. Simple solution. Just don't need the stupid puffs. It's not that simple. Something deep in the primitive mind of a cat is drawn to it. Sounds like a discipline issue to me. What do you want to do? Issue punishment to any cat caught with a stupid puff. Doctor, do your best to find a treatment. Yes, sir. In the meantime, we will handle the awareness campaign. For now, don't tell anyone else. Any ideas? Ooh. Spread awareness and offer treatment. What? Using Federation resources? Aiding backsliders? Sir, Issue punishment for any cat caught with a stupid puff. Yeah. Send them to the labor camp on the planet. For how long? Indefinitely. So then we could say, right now we have, sir, can I offer a thought? Sir, a thought? So let's try, sir, I have an idea. Maybe we say, sir, I have an idea. Cool. Okay, so we have this thing. It's kind of like, sir, can I offer you an alternative? And so maybe what we do is we write, so let's try to work this out now. So we would say, maybe Spitz says nothing will stand in the way of me becoming, maybe we'll call him a czar. Sir, may I offer an alternative? If you allow the hysteria to continue, the cat population would be more inclined to elect a strong leader. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. So we got that, okay? So strong leader. Then you could say, remember those that are loyal to me will receive preference in my new administration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Yeah. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we'll do 5 total, and then we'll just have them. So we got 5 panels. How do we want to do the layout for the 5? Well, let's go back to our trusty, dusty Jack Kirby layout. So we got 5s. So we got a lot of lines for the top. So maybe we got to do... Okay, I got an idea. We're going to do 4 squares and 1 large one at the bottom. That's what we'll do. So let's go ahead and start making our squares. Oops. Do. One. Wait. It's 3 up top. No, it's 4. So we got to get 4 of them. 1. Oops. So we do 4 like this. Oh, these are so nice. Jack Kirby walks so we could run. Or whatever, I don't know. So this is the way we'll do this. Fujo Bear! How are you, Fujo Bear? Alright, so let's put this one down. Fujo Bear, I'm going to tell you, my friend, it is an era in which I will be streaming a lot. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. Okay, so yeah, Fujo Bear, we are in the 4th quarter of this process. So let's do this. Sir, can I offer an alternative? He goes, okay, yeah, go for it. Yeah, it is awesome, Fujo Bear. Yeah, all that hard work. I mean, I don't even know how long I've been up to this. It's been so long. But we finally have gotten into the last stretch of getting this darn thing done. And it's very exciting. Alternative. Let's move you over here. Let's put these down like this. Hard work pays you off. Yes, I don't want to get ahead of myself, though. There's still lots and lots of hard work still left to do. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. But you're right. I mean, think about it. We've been doing this for a long time, Fujo Bear. And you've been by my side this whole time. And trust me, just like the lines in this page, I will not forget those who stuck by my side when it wasn't the funnest or the bestest ever. So this is a good ending. Sir, may I offer an alternative? If you allow, Mud pillows! Alright, so we're going to call this the end of this. So this is Dr. 6. I like it. Maybe he says, I like it. I like it. Remember that those who are loyal to me will receive preference in my new administration. And they all smile at each other like the hyenas and, what was the one? Okay. So that's it for this series of drawings. Actually, Fujo Bear, I'm going to walk you through these two scenes. So there's a character named Spitz. He's a colonel in the Cat Federation. And he's a pretty important character for the plot. So these are really rough drawings, but I'm going to walk you through these for the most part. This is the exterior of the ship up here. And then we come into the office. It doesn't look like anything now. And one of the cats comes in and says, oh, see, this is where I'm getting better. Starts to talk about how the votes are not working. And, yeah, it's kind of hard to walk you through this one. This is a call that they take. I don't think we're going to do the call that way. And so today what we did was this one. So we're getting better. We're getting better. Colonel Spitz, we have a health emergency. Okay, let's hear it. There's a bizarre foreign agent that's causing hysteria for our crew members. The entire sanitation crew is infected. Much of Wing R4 of the medical staff are infected. Whoa. Where did it come from? I don't know. But it appears that some sort of rodent has made its way on board. The rodent isn't a threat unless a cat needs the creature. Otherwise, the creature is quite stupid. We're calling them stupid puffs. Simple solution. Just don't need the stupid puffs. It's not that simple. Something deep in the primitive mind of a cat is drawn to it. Sounds like a discipline issue to me. What do you want to do? Issue punishments to anyone caught with a stupid puff. Doctor, do your best to find a treatment. Yes, sir. Thank you. And then maybe he says thank you here. Thank you. That's all. Thank you. Thank you. That's all. You can go now. Or you could just say you can go now. You can go now. You can go now. Yes, sir. In the meantime, we will handle the awareness campaign. For now, don't tell anyone else. Ooh, I guess that doesn't work. Yes, sir. Don't tell anyone else. All right. Maybe he says it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You can go now. So he says, you can go now. Any ideas? Spread awareness and offer treatment. What? Using Federation? What? Maybe he says treatment. Treatment? Using Federation resources? Aiding backsliders? Sir? Issue punishment to any cat caught with a stupid puff? Yeah. Send them to the labor on Gruel Fort planet. For how long? Indefinitely. Well, nothing will stand in the way of me becoming czar. Sir, may I offer an alternative? If you allow the hysteria to continue, the cat population would be more inclined to elect a strong leader. I like it. Remember that those who are loyal to me will receive preference in my new administration. And then maybe the next panel would be Just Say No campaign. Now the next one would be the large vote. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go through these. See, this is where I'm learning my lessons already. I really should have written the text in here and made space for the text. But we're learning. We're learning how to make a comic book. Learning from scratch. Sound like John Lovitz. Learning from scratch. Protocol. Okay. This isn't too bad of a start. So what scenes do I need now? So there's the one where Spitz is talking to Oliver Jammer. Okay, so we kind of have something going on here. It might be good for me to actually go offline. What time is it? It's almost 2 hours. Go offline and write the next scene. I'm going to drop these in the large aspect of the story. Recent, we would call this all recovered. Charlie's doing all right. I don't know what Charlie's up to. I don't want to call her in here because she'll I'm not sure if Charlie's a boy or a girl, honestly. But Charlie's doing good. Thanks for asking. Okay, so then we have this one. Okay, so then let's do, when would the cats be informed of the infection? Ooh, this story is just getting way, way, way difficult to handle. It's really big. How many pages are in here? So many pages. Well, if that's the issue, then there is the Cat Federation hysteria. Okay, so it'd be right here. So let's take these panels from here. It's always very humbling because once I think I'm so close to getting it done, I start to cruise through it and realize like I'm pretty far away still, so there's nothing to I like this style of building pages though. This is pretty cool. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We're cruising along. So now I got to deal with the actual vote. Maybe there's some sort of debate between some member. Yeah, we maybe don't have to do that. I'm not sure. What else do we need to write? Oh, and then there's the Charta and Jammer engagement. I can work on that right now. I don't think I need this anymore, so let's get rid of this. As to eliminate overflow. What I could do is pull out one of the stories that's written here. Jammer, yes. Jammer, hysteria. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, here's the dialogue for the original panels. Should get those in there. I like my approach to this work though. Like this morning was a really productive way to approach this. It's not too bad. And there's a series of panels for Spit's story. So much work. So much work. Let's see. Advisors. of interesting where we're at here. All right, Fujo Bear, thanks for coming in and hanging out, but I gotta figure out some more writing stuff, and I can't sit on here with a blank page like this. This isn't fair to the feed. So I'll be back soon. I'm gonna prep, and then I'll be back, and we'll draw some more. Okay. So let's do this. It won't be long. I mean, I gotta just keep drawing until we're done here, but I am kind of looking at everything, realizing like there's a lot of deep work that needs to be done, and not all of it's going to be available, or not all of it'll be drawing. So I'm going to have to work some more of this stuff out. So take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. And also, I think after you do like 3 hours of streaming, it's really hard on the computer, and OBS will like crash. So